They call the rising sun the ruin of the Minneapolis boy. God, I know I'm born. So my new blue jeans, they was again time down in New Orleans. Satisfied is when you be home. Hey there, how's everybody going? Looky here. There's Mr. Fever himself.
Yeah, we lost. They lost bad, so it happens.
Oh Lord, lordy. So that's who are they playing?
Connecticut.
That was their first game, right?
Yeah, but they got to play. They still got to play Connecticut the second game, so it's going to be tough.
Ah, okay. I've been trying to get everything all dialed in here. Could you hear me singing?
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, I'm sitting here enjoying myself, trying to get this thing going, and like, you know what? I think they can hear me. I better shut up. Oh Lord. Oh gosh. All right. Hey Stephanie, Tony, Steve. Did I have a question? Did Mr. Sal did he broadcast today?
No. He had a previous
He didn't.
engagement.
Okay.
I said it was a family
Okay.
reunion. He said he didn't say it was. He didn't really say it wasn't. We know it's not a doctor's appointment. You can't have a doctor's appointment on Sunday. So I don't know what it was. It ain't much business goes on Sundays. So I don't know.
Right. Barbara's asking me, she says, how in the hell did Nickel get to the panel up there? You got to have a link there, darling. Hey, Lucky Star. Thank you, Tony.
Where was Barbara last week? I forgot to ask her.
Oh, you know what? We were Barbara. We missed you big time last week. Stephanie was there. She even gave me she was on there and helped out and everything like that. Hey, Snakebite.
Yeah, we thought you were maybe the driver of the getaway car for the guy that tried to kill Trump.
Yeah, that's funny. So I thought maybe I could start a little early tonight, and I got on here and I'm trying to work around YouTube. You know, I tell you, do you know what? I went in and started really looking at my channel. What YouTube has done to me is they took all my viewing hours that I had on views on all these, and they didn't give me anything. They took them away from me. That's why nobody can find me.
Yeah, I know. If you search for you do not come up. You won't.
No, hey Beto. Yeah, it's I had a couple of videos on there that I had put up about fixing a Jeep gas tank.
Yeah.
And that each one of those ones had about 1,800 views each. and all that viewing time on those two was gone. And I'm like, man, they are just being they're not being, YouTube friendly. I'll say that.
Well, ever since I got my strike, I get no views on anything. So
Yeah, they've got me pushed down so far down on the stream, and I'm trying to build everything back up. And I'm like, it's going to be really difficult for me to get back up there because I was looking for myself on my actual channel, and I couldn't find myself. The red dots had me just pushed somewhere. I have no idea. So I was really kind of sad, Well, hey, Love Button, thank you for coming.
Love Button.
Love Button's here.
Oh yeah.
Love Button from Sal's channel. She came over here, and I appreciate it. We're gonna talk about banks tonight, there, Love Button. It might be a good one for you to hang around for a little bit. So, and I tell you what, they're hiding so much. I got links to everything that I did my research on, and I tell you, it was difficult to find a lot of this stuff because it's foreign TV. And so, hey, Silver Patriot, thank you for coming in. And so, I got a question, Stephanie and Barbara and Lucky. Did y'all get notification that I'm streaming? Did everybody get notification?
I got it.
You got it? Okay. Did everybody get notification? Because they are really messing with me hard. Barbara says she got one. Tony says he didn't. Make sure you're subbed to they didn't unsub you, Tony, because they're doing all kinds of rickety rackety stuff to me, and I can't, what kind of, okay, Steve, Snakebite said, yeah. Mark B got one. Jamie Fox and Tony Eric says no. Jamie Fox, did you get one, Jamie? Be sure and check and see if you're subbed to me. You're still subbed? Okay. So that's great. That is great. So it's just unbelievable to see how bad they hurt my channel because of that. And I didn't even do anything,
Yeah, I know.
It's just like, you want to come out and just like slap some AI machine back there that's just messing with your life, You know what I think about AI there, Mr. Nickel?
Probably the same thing I think about it.
It's a pile of dookie. It's a pile. Yeah, Jamie Fox. There you go. Yep, there you go. So
and that's all you see advertising. Invest in this. AI is going to be the next big thing,
Yep, they are. They have. So, and I ain't got my camera on. I guess I should turn my camera on, right? I'm not too bad looking today, I guess. So, let me get my camera going here. It's nearly 5 o'clock, and that's what I normally do. Howdy, everybody. Good to see you. Woohoo! We made it to another Sunday. It's Sunday Fun Day with Superstar. We got to have some kind of fun. I'm so beat up inside about what YouTube's done to me. Hey, Truthful Troll, thank you for coming. I had a pretty rough week this week, so.
Yep.
I had to go to a funeral Sunday or Friday, so it was tough. So, but anyway, we won't talk about sad stuff. We're going to talk about really fun stuff today. I want to talk about Barbara and I going out for dinner. So, Barbara, you still want to have a fun time? Is that what you're saying? Thank you, Stephanie. Let's see what Barbara. We're gonna draw straws, and Nickel's gonna take Barbara Cardone out to dinner. I drew straws. Come on there, Barbara. Hey, Tom, how you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for coming. At least I didn't fight to get this channel up today. I think they're finally. I did send them some emails. And I changed some settings and stuff like that. So hopefully, if everybody hits that like button and sends out everything. Hey, Steve, thank you for coming. All that kind of good stuff that does that. So it's really good. Hey, Beto, Nickel's going to be you all drive. Yeah, he's gonna be the driver. Barbara, oh, there you go. Sorry, my sister came from Portugal. Oh, are you Spanish there, Barbara? From Portugal, huh? Yes. Are you Spanish descent? She's not. If you want me to be.
I'll tell you what, Portugal used to have some really great coins. I used to love those coins. I bought a bunch. They bring artists in, and then they will basically do artwork, and they'll make it into a coin. And they used to have some of the best coins there ever was. I got a bunch of them.
Portugal, yeah, they used to, and they also Spain came out with some gold coins that was pretty nice, and they were really hard to get, and they were really expensive. The premium on those things were really up there, and I chose not to get them.
Well, they're only like 800 silver too.
Oh, 800 silver, is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
Lucky Star says snake bite. Rocky doesn't eat. No, I don't eat at McDonald's. No way. I like a really good food. I'm really picky about where I go eat.
But my favorite foreign coin is silver marks from Germany. That's my favorite foreign coin, really.
What? How old has it got to be? Like back in the 30s or 40s?
No. I mean, I have Nazi ones, but no, I like probably 60s. In the 60s, and they even had silver. Some of the special ones they made in the 70s, they were silver, and they're 900. They're 900.
Okay. So the 60s were 900, huh?
Yeah.
I think the only 5 mark coin I've got is it's got little snake marks on it, and it's got the swastikas on it. So I think it's a 37 or 36 5 mark. It's pretty cool. Baby's teeth found at McDonald's hamburger. Jiminy Christmas. Are you serious, Stephanie? No. Yeah, that's a little bit over the top.
So how high do you think gold could get to? They'll have a limit set. Remember, they won't let silver get over 50. They won't let they wouldn't let nickel get over 50 a pound. So they have a number, but I think it can get to 3,000.
See, that's where I think it'll be 3,000 by the end of this year. The way it's moving and what's going on, because it's nearly it was what 2640 Friday, and it fell back a little bit, and it's moving a lot, and so is silver. And it would not surprise me to see silver $35 an ounce by the end of the year either. And so,
like they're saying in the chat, I don't think they'll ever let it get to 10,000. I think they'll freeze the market.
Who are you who are you talking to? Nickel.
Love Button
Oh,
thinks
what
in 2 years it'll be 10,000. See, I don't think they'll allow it to get that high.
what what I think is going to happen if the BRICS get a hold of the market share. It could happen in a couple of years. It could be 5,000 really quick because the metal markets are they're suppressed so bad by 8 central banks here in the United States that that's why silver doesn't take off, because it's kept down on price. And the reason silver's kept down on price is because of the multifacets that silver uses in military, and in all kinds of industries. Now,
Same with nickel. See, I think it's the same thing with nickel.
right, right. Hey, long live coins. Thanks for coming. Hi, Dean. Thank you for coming. Yeah, I don't think it'll hit 10,000, but if it gets out of the United States, the central bank's hands, and it gets into the BRICS, because the BRICS are using their own central bank, as far as like the SWIFT bank, and they are actually doing their selling with I guess they haven't really named their coins or anything, but they're using their own currency without using the dollar. So they're going through this. It's like SWIFT's, and going through their own clearinghouse, and so they're using their own currency right now. You got the ruble and the yuan and so forth like that, and they're saying it's backed by gold, but I don't know how they're going to back it. That's just what they're saying. But it wouldn't surprise me if they got a hold of it like that. What I'm thinking is that you're going to see gold and silver climb, and it could be, you could see silver hit $100 an ounce. It could get up there. I feel it could climb. So I don't think it's going to hit that fast, but if you can afford to buy it now, and I would be buying as much gold as I could and silver. So look at have you started melting any of your jewelry down to make bars or anything like that, Nickel?
No, I've been selling it.
Oh, you've been selling it. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm bringing in about 400 a week.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, I'm selling it. I'm breaking it up over a time period, and because even if Trump wins, which by the way he's up eight points, Barbara, and the poll with Rasmussen, and that's a pretty good poll to go by. They've been pretty accurate. He's up 8. Now that's nationally, not you got to go by the individual states. He's not up that much in the swing states, but if Trump gets in that first year, even with Trump, it's going to be a disaster. It's going to be bad because he's got all this crap he's got to correct from the morons that's in there now. And so it's going to be rough that first year. So gold should continue to go up, even with Trump in there. But I think by the second year, if things start changing, I think gold will start to go back down again. That's my prediction. And y'all can write that down.
Let's get it. Or want to see my T-shirt.
Okay. All right. Oh, for being a mechanic?
Yeah. Can't already see it. The damn stuff is so small. But anyway, yeah, it's pretty cool. This was given to me by a pretty good friend of mine. Her name is Daughter.
Well, they got the popular vote. Harris winning by 1 million on the popular vote.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, and I expect it. With Trump, he never will win. If he ran 10 times and won, he would never win the popular vote. But that's not what you got to have to win. You got to have that electoral vote, and he's in pretty good position. I think he's entering this election day a lot better position than he did the first 2 times. So
Well, I really think that they're trying to scare everybody, but you know what worries me if Trump wins in November, I think what is it, November 5th or 6th?
fifth, yeah.
5th, okay.
I'll
And
be up
so
all night. I'll be up all night live covering it. So anybody wants to come by, they can. Because I asked Sal if he was going to, and he said no. Because he said that it would probably not be decided, and he can't stay up all night. He's got to work. So
well, that's what I was just saying. November 5th is on a Tuesday. And of course, I work on Wednesdays. So, yeah, I won't be able to, I might be able to stay up till, the sun goes down or something like that here, but that'd be about it.
you can take a day off, can't you? Don't you have any days coming?
I
Are you allowed days off?
do get days off. Believe I do get days off. And it's, I'm taking some off in October. And because I need a rest right now after what I've been through and stuff like that. So I was looking at Lucky Star says no thanks, but thanks for the invite. So
Unvite.
I know. I didn't dare say uninvite. I'm trying to be positive.
Well, it's going to be a fun day if he wins Virginia. We'll know that. We'll know that result. And if he wins Virginia, I know he's going to win. So I'm going to be really in a good mood. So it'll be fun. If you join in, I'm in a good mood. It's really fun. If all of a sudden he loses maybe a couple that I thought he was going to get, then I'm going to go, man, this ain't no fun.
Well, I don't want them to do like they did. Hey, Jeff Nelson, thank you for coming. I don't want them to do like they did and shut the election down during the middle of the night to count the vote. I had never seen that before.
And they shut it down, and then they restarted it after they told the Republican workers to go on home. As soon as they saw them leave the parking lot, they started back up again. That's what happened. I don't think that's going to happen this time. I think
I'm being really careful what I say,
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't want to get. I'm starting to accumulate my time again. So with everybody's help and sharing and liking and everything like that, maybe I can get my time back up there, because that really hurts. When people can't find you and YouTube is just kicking the dog out of you, man. It's really hard to get going.
Well, this Georgia rule they have, this new Georgia, I think, don't that kind of help Trump? I think that rule will help Trump, I think.
Well, I think it will. Lucky Star says that Trump won't win Virginia. I tell you what, that is, I think he will, Lucky Star. I mean,
I feel he will too.
Yeah, I think he's really well liked there in Virginia. I know there's a lot of people that don't like him, but I think there's the state of California.
That's a swing state. I mean, it's one of those that goes Republican, then goes Democrat, then goes Republican.
Yeah.
They don't count that as a swing state. I go, if anything's a swing state, it's Virginia. And he's up 1 right now. He's up 1 in the polling. So I like where he's at. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I won't say a whole lot on that, but I just seeing what's out there. We'll see what happens. I just all the stuff that's going on, and you kind of wonder what's going to happen. But let me start talking about something I really want to, because the time will get away from us if I don't start. And I got to get my email up here. So let's get that down.
I was gonna say you'll be doing time if you start, because YouTube,
I tell you, YouTube is just she is let me get this out here, and I gotta And I'm going to put links to all this stuff that I'm talking about here in the in what I'm talking about. But this here is a newscast. It's from Great Britain, and this is how I find some of my news. Is well, anyway, but I have to go over to another country, and the title of this article, it says bank branches closures in the U.S. to hit 1,300 by the end of the year. Full list of shutdown locations. Now you think about branch locations. Now, hopefully that all these locations that they don't hit us too hard, because you think about it, if a branch that you're used to using, and then you got to start going somewhere else, it's it's not very good, and the people, you don't know the people as well, and you got to learn them and all that kind of stuff. So but anyway, these I was going to tell you the last 2 months of 2024, and they haven't said anything about this. They've had 220 bank branches close, and this is for government data. And so, and I'll have, like I said, I'll have links to all this stuff here. Now, why would all these big banks start closing down all these branches? Now you think about it.
Oh, but
13
that's because one's taking the other over, and they don't need as many locations.
Right, exactly. And so there is there is part of the, it's a branch of the United States government. It's called the Office of Comptroller of the Currency. And I'll even put a link to that, but it's quite interesting to read what they have the control about all the enforcement actions of monetary systems that they're reading and report. Now, I was surprised. This report came out September 18th, and they were talking about the mortgage performance, and they said in the mortgage performance, like our housing and stuff like that, is not that bad as delinquency. They said there was a 0.1% decrease from last year to this year, and so you think about it, that's not too bad for delinquencies. So 97.3% are on time paying their house payments, which is pretty good. That means that we're not doing too bad. I always look at foreclosures and stuff. There was 6,295 foreclosures initiated in the second quarter of 24. So there is a few foreclosures, but not as bad as it could be.
Yeah, but they're late on the car payments.
Oh, now I wasn't even going to touch that one because
Repo City.
Oh, it is. And
Yep.
cars are not selling. It's just the car market is getting really.
But it makes sense. You would try to save your house before your car.
Yes, that's exactly right. I was.
No, I think you're going to see after the elections, you're going to see a bunch of banks fail. A bunch of banks fail.
See, that's what I'm thinking, and I was trying to see here. Lucky Star zapped Mark. So
she's in Virginia. She's in Virginia. I'm gonna love that when that Virginia goes a certain way. I'm gonna love that one. I got to mention her now. Thank you. I didn't know she's from Virginia. So I got to mention that special on election night.
Oh Lord. So anyway, it just hey Eagle Steve, how you doing?
And also, people are paying the basic minimum on their credit cards, so they're just losing ground. It's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger on them. So
and I was reading an article about that. They're talking about if Trump wins the election, they're talking about reeling in these banks on their interest rates, like make it a flat 10% max is what they can charge on credit cards. And so that's what they were talking about. So I was like, wow, that would be something. So
Yeah, that'd be some more banks. That'd be some more banks that'll fail.
I'm going to say I think a lot of banks are living off this 30% they're charging.
Oh yeah,
I think they're charging 28% or something like that. So
oh yeah, that's where they're making their money. Yeah.
Yep, yeah, exactly. And so, but this OCC reports on our money and all that type of stuff. That like I said, I'll have a link to this page here, and you can you can actually.
And what Barbara's saying about the grocery stores, let me tell you, I can tell you about that because I've worked for them. Their profit margin is 3%. You have to figure in all the vegetables and fruits that go to spoil and all the other factors in there. They are pricing things based on coming out 3% ahead. So if all their expenses go up, especially diesel fuel to get the stuff there, they got to raise the prices. It's not greed on these grocery stores. And there's a lot of rules and laws on them on what they can ask for something too. So there's like they can only charge so much for certain things, certain items. So they're kind of being squeezed with the higher inflation. And inflation is still high.
I think Barbara's asking about the gouging of what, not Fred Meyer's. They're owned by a Texas corporation, which is Kroger's.
Yeah,
and Kroger's and Fred Meyer's, and I think another company started jacking the prices of eggs and milk up over what the inflation rate is, and I think they're being called on the floor right now over that. So it's I do agree that when you start doing that, that is price gouging, and that's what's going on. And Barbara also wants to know about the locations. Now, Barbara, I will. There were so many of them.
I'll tell you, the higher prices, the areas they're going to be higher on is the urban areas where they get everything stolen, because they got to deal with that too. When you steal stuff from them and nobody wants to prosecute anybody for it, the people that do pay like they're supposed to have to pay more. That's just one of the costs of doing business.
Right,
so.
Right. There is some links on this news article. I will post, at the link at the end of it. There is some place in here I was reading earlier. They don't give it to you all, but they were telling you Bank of America is closing 55 this month branches, and 2 of them are in my town. And so they're kind of all over the place. And Chase is doing the same thing. They're closing some. And let's see if I can find that place, that article again.
And don't be surprised if when you go to get some money out of the money machine,
yeah,
that they limit how much you can get.
That's really good. That is really good to bring out too, because you won't be able to just go in there and get over what you normally do. And so you want to have cash on hand, because if they they are just, it's getting really bad as far as you never know what the bank's going to do. So I would have cash on hand and other assets and food and stuff like that.
At least probably you probably need about 1,000.
Lucky Star, I agree to you, and I agree with you. No hate speech is for sure. I saw what I had to go in there and see what it was, but yes, I saw it, and so I just saw Truthful Troll got timed out by Tony. I don't know. I didn't see what Tony said. I guess
they're kind of going back and forth. I think what I could tell. So.
Well, I haven't seen Mark back in here after
Yeah, he's here.
Oh, and Mark here. Oh, okay. And the chat's moving pretty fast. So, but that's good. And so it's just the banks. They're not going to, Barbara. They're not going to give you a list of all of them that are going to close, but there is some in these articles. You'll have to kind of hunt for the articles in there. They got links and all kinds of the articles, and you'll have to find them because I was trying to find if they're going to, because I bank with Chase, and I was kind of wondering if they're going to close my bank because they've already done that to me once this year, or wasn't this year, about 3 years ago. The store that I always went to, they closed it down and had to start all over getting to know the people in another one. So it takes a while to get to know the people in a new bank and what you want and stuff, and they take care. Like if you want a box of pennies, now the gals know me pretty good and stuff like that. I can get a box of pennies. I tried to get a box of new nickels, but they didn't have any. All they had was that. But I could have got a new box of 24 pennies, 2024 Ds, and I didn't take that one. I love you too, Mark. I'm glad that that's good. That's good. So on that aspect as far as going to banks, but the other things in these banks, like January, February, Bank of America's 41 branch closures have potentially saved $100 million by closing down 41 branches. So you're going to see a lot of cost saving, and you'll have to go to the OCCA, and I'll have a link for that. That's the Oregon. That's the government link for our currency, and so you can follow that. So here is a list. Let's see, y'all. These are Bank of America's list. There's one in College Station, Texas. They're shutting down. Capital One is getting shut down. They're shutting down about 15. And you'll just have to go to the bottom and look around on these articles that I'm sending you because they're all over the place. And like I said, they're shutting down 1,300 branches by the end of the year. So it's you may not even be able to go to you may not even be able to get a cash out. You go to they may be shut down or that branch. So it's going to be difficult to what is that? So
they lowered the rates, and I've always said I'm going to, and Barbara and Lucky Star is going to love this theory, but the theory is let's keep Trump out. So they passed this in time for the stimulate the economy, and then not feel the effects of the inflation it's going to cause until after the election. And I think that's exactly what they're trying to do.
Yeah, I agree with you right now, and they're trying to make. That's why the Fed lowered the interest rate down a 0.5 point like that, because they're trying to make their side, the side that is in power right now, the Democrat side, they're trying to make them look better as far as the economy. And so that's what they're trying to do, is why they did it. Now they're talking about lowering down in November. And I think they were going to lower it down the 6th or 7th and after in November, after the election. So it'd be interesting how much they lower it down, because they said something when they lowered it down before that it'd be another 0.5 point. Now I'm telling you, if they lower it down another 0.5%, we're going to see inflation. It's already started. Look what gold and silver did. And and I'm kind of curious what let's see what gold and silver is doing right now. I'm just kind of curious.
Look what it's doing to oil. Have you seen the increase in oil?
Oh my God, yes. Okay.
It's going to be probably $85 a barrel before next week's up.
Yeah. Silver's down 12 cents. Gold is down $2.20 right now in the market right now. So it's not dropping.
And it's already going up at the pump here.
Gas.
As soon as they did it, it raised.
Yeah.
And
I
but I
know.
will say this: there was a house here. It was up for sale. As soon as the Fed lowered that, bam, it sold with like a day later.
I believe it. I believe it. They it put them in the range where they could buy it,
Yeah.
because of uh, the the actual part. They got it down because I think it was like around 5.25 or something like that, and they lowered it down, so it might have got it in the high fours for interest rate when they did that with the 0.5%. So I haven't even checked that, but it's interesting to see what's going on. And so,
Well,
like I said,
what the oil companies ought to do is have the affiliate gas stations go way up on it, and that way it would backfire on what plans they had, because as soon as you did that, inflation's really going to, because one big factor in inflation is fuel prices,
yep,
and especially diesel. And if you see that start to go back up again, that means you're going to see increases across the board on everything again.
yep, exactly, because that's how they transport. Everything's transported by diesel trucks and stuff like that. So, just I cannot tell you that the truck, the like jet engines and stuff shipped from Seattle all the way down into LA and stuff like that, LAX, going up and down the west coast of that type of stuff. So if they go up another 50 cents or 75 cents a gallon on fuel, that means that they're going to have to. Jeff Nelson said they're paying $2.99 per pound green bell pepper. Good Lord. For bell peppers, that's crazy. But so if it goes up that much it's just going to keep pushing everything up. I mean, whatever the companies like the airlines and stuff like that, if they have to pay more for the stuff, they're going to charge more. And so that it is incredible what's going to happen. And I agree with you as far as these bank closures. Now, I think these bank closures are what the heck? I don't know why it's doing that. That is crazy. That is crazy. I'm looking at my other's YouTube channel, and they got let's see over here. Let's see if we got.
I got a bunch of those, Dean. They was on sale. I snapped them things up. Those
Bell peppers.
No, ramen noodles.
Oh, I can't believe how much ramen noodles are costing.
Yeah, they're a lot more than they used to be, but they had them on sale. I said, bam, I got
You got
those.
24, a K7 24 pack?
It was 3 packages with multis in there, but I can't remember how many it was, but
well, I know
3 for something. I said,
yeah,
I'll take it.
Because I bought a case of 24 packs of ramen noodles, and it was nearly $9 here for 24 packs. And that's just nothing special. I'll take them to work and then take a can of chicken or tuna and throw it in there and make me a soup with it at work or something like that, which is cheap. And
yeah, you're more expensive than we are here. So
so it's unbelievable.
But you're a blue state. We're a red state. So
yeah,
we're not as high as the blue states.
Do you know how much gas was? I went and bought gas last Friday or Thursday, and it was it was $4.20 a gallon for gas.
Unbelievable. But that's, you got a lot of environmental measures. Probably drives the price up. So
Right. And so it's really crazy. And so I was just looking here, Barbara. What did Mark do, Barbara? I guess they're having a free for all with him, is what I guess they're doing, because I saw Barbara doing it.
Now, Aldi, that is a book place to
Aldi.
shop.
Aldi
Yeah.
is.
So
I've
yeah.
never
So
been
you
into
get
Aldi.
yeah. They you get big packages of stuff like toilet paper, paper towels.
Okay, so it's like a Costco or something like that.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. We have one here pretty close, so uh, yeah. So but hey, not a bad idea to shop at those kind of places because it's going to get. I got the feeling it's going to get a lot higher. So, I mean, that's just smart.
Right, right. Barbara says, Rocky, look around for a less expensive gas station. Uh, it had just gone up too, Barbara. Hey, Steve Lapointe, thank you for coming. Yeah, it was.
I think we're 340 here, 344.
344. I would like to see it 344. I mean, it was, you know, you get right down to it. I had never seen gas so cheap as when Trump was in office. When he left, gas at a regular gas here was $2.38 a gallon. I had
Well,
never seen it that cheap.
well, when Clinton was in there and we had a good economy, it was like 97 cents a gallon. But that's quite a few years back. But I do miss those days.
I've never seen it that cheap here.
Oh yeah.
They got,
Yeah.
I think they got 75 cents a gallon tax. Guaranteed. It's
Oh,
like
Lord.
do what?
I'm looking at what Mark told Barb. Oh Lord. Okay.
Where is Mark? Is he up there?
Yeah. You hate America so much, move to China.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. All right. You're gonna get popped again, Mark. You better be careful. Come on, Mark. Be nice. And so Lucky Star says under $3 a gallon here. Are you kidding me right now, Lucky Star?
Yeah, they're trying to hold on to Virginia, so they got to give gas free to them. It's probably buy 1 gallon get one free right now. Remember who gave that to you? Elect us.
Yeah, that's Jeff Nelson's $5.50 a gallon for diesel. We're not quite that high here, Jeff. I think we're $4.89 or something like that for diesel here. We're close to $5.
I kind of think here diesel's actually below regular gas now, which is shocking. But
Really?
I think it is. Yeah.
Wow.
And Lassie Farms, he gets it for a really good price in Wisconsin. So they're lower than us, I think.
Wow. I'm going to go into another one of these articles. All right, here's the one I want to get. Oh, here. I'm going to post this one too, Barbara. You were wanting. Here's a link to American Banker, and I'll read you a little bit of it. This was put out September 5th. Truthful Troll, Hawaii prices are here in Oregon. Yeah, I would believe that. They are just killing us. Diesel, Clear Lake says diesel was $3.16. No, not here. Not here. That's Jeff, that's 550s where you live, Jeff, is your price of what state is that? Clear Lake says he is in
He's Illinois.
Illinois, so it's $2.97. Good Lord, that's cheap. Why is our gas so high? We're getting $3.16. No, it's over $5 here.
Farther for it to get there, I guess. That's probably a big factor. I know Texas is dirt cheap. I mean, they get it. Unbelievable. My brother comes in to visit here. He says, I don't know how y'all afford to pay that kind of price. And it's way lower in Texas,
Yep, exactly.
Texas is low prices.
I got a good question here. Dean says, "What the hell is going on with the Cowboy?" That's a good question. Well, you got any feedback on that? That they're getting their butts kicked?
Oh yeah, they were getting blown out when I turned across the channel.
They were playing. Let's see, Baltimore, the
Yeah.
Ravens, right?
Baltimore was stomping them.
What was the score?
I can't remember what the total. I think it was like 30 something, maybe 31 to like 6 or 5 or something. It was really low. I mean, they were getting beat pretty bad.
Wow. I had a feeling they would lose because they lost to the New Orleans Saints the second game, and they looked really bad that second game, and I don't know where they went to. So, yep, they got smoked. Quit watching. I'll do that. I'll do that. Yeah, Barbara, it doesn't make any sense of what's going on. It's they've yeah, Steve Steve says talking about closing refineries and stuff like that here on the West Coast, and I think that's another thing that yeah, you do have to run a premium in a Hemi, and when I get my vet out on the road, I have to run premium in it too.
Well, which oil company has their headquarters in California? They're leaving. If I
Yeah.
understand it. I can't remember which one it was.
Right. Mark, I know that you got to be careful because they're watching this stream. Really, I'm watching everything in this stream now because they are getting. I've already got an email from them, so you got to be really careful with what anybody says in the stream or up here talking. They're watching me, and they have really just destroyed my channel after that strike I got, and so that hurt me pretty bad on because I got lost a lot of viewing hours and stuff like that, and now I'm starting. I had to start right back down to the bottom again, and so they just destroyed me. I was trying to. Hey, Red Crawler, thank you for coming in.
Barbara, they like you. They like you. You have similar causes and interests, I think. So yeah, they will roll out the red carpet for you.
Yeah, Tony, it does suck. I tell you, because if you try and find my channel and type my name in, you can't hardly find it. If you don't have a link to it, I'm going to have a really hard time. Hey, Wendy, thank you for coming in. I'm going to have a really hard time getting out of the hole out of this one because they're just being. They sent me emails back and you gotta have more hours to get and like. So if I build my hours back up, that was a couple of years that took hours, and they took. Let's see if they took any of my. Yeah, I lost a sub, so I guess somebody decided to either unsub me. I lost a sub, so it's sad, but yeah, I lost a sub and maybe a few subs, and so it's just it's sad that I'm losing subs on it because when I was over 600, I had nearly 700 subs, and they took 125 subs away from me, so they really hurt me. Yeah, that's right. That's true. That's true. Truthful Trail. I'm white. I'm white privileged is what they've done. So it's horrible. So, but I'm trying to dig my way out. I promise I'm gonna dig my way out. So I just got to be really careful what I say and do. And Steve LaPointe, that's because number one group of people you can't say anything negative. Chuck Schumer says they have 10 ways of Sunday. Yes, they do. They do. And you got to be really careful. And you know what's really bad, Steve? I didn't even say it. And I didn't think they would get me for and what Dale Vail was saying was a simple fact. He wasn't giving out advice. It's what he's doing for himself. So they punish me for his talking and
testimonial.
You know what? I don't have a backup channel yet. I should start a backup channel to Truthful 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 Troll. Yes, I should. I should.
And Beto's question was, why do they not do that to big channels? They do warn them, but they rarely punish them because the big channels have sponsors and they make money off of that. And if they were to give them a lot of heat, they could go to that sponsor and say, hey, they're all over me. What can you do? And that sponsor could contact them and say, we won't, we're not going to advertise through YouTube if you don't back off. So they've got power.
Yeah,
The big channels do, because they can get that sponsor to contact them. And so therefore that's why, because like I don't have no sponsor, you don't have no sponsor, we don't have sponsors, so we don't have any protection. And that's why it's easier to go after us.
Right. Well, I was going to say in this article that on banks, so I could, don't forget to say this: the top 5 banks closing a net of 148 locations in the second quarter of 2024, up 100 net closings the first quarter and first 20. So we're going to have there's nearly 500 branches that have been closed so far. So Wells Fargo and JP Morgan taking the top spot of 2022 onward. They've been closing them all over the place since 2022. So it's and they're not saying anything about it. And this article, that I'm gonna post up here, tells you a lot of the places, the locations that they've closed: Citibank, Bank of California, First Bank, and all that kind of stuff. It's got a lot of stuff, and I'll have a links to that. So if Barbara wants to go and see those links and stuff like that and look at them, I'll make sure that you get all the links and everything on it, because I used to be able to put links in my chat, and they wouldn't let me do that. And so I had to start being sneaky and put it in my chat, but I was putting it in my subtitles, and they won't let me do that anymore. So I had to change everything. So now they're watching whatever I put in there for links now too. So it's getting pretty crazy. So it's really crazy. You know what we ought to do there, Nickel?
A number.
I think we need to get a number, and I'll write it down here, and we'll send out. Here's a little gold bar. I got them in, and we'll give a silver bar at the same time. I like the little doggy, and let's see how many's in here. Let's see here. I got 25 watching. So, and I don't know how that came up on that, but that's all right. I got 25 watching. So let's do like 1 through 35. And let me get going here, and I'll start hold on here. Let me get started. Snakebite. If you meet Barbara, higher protection. There you go. Well, I think they already started. So Dean started with 11. Okay, I'll do that. And Steve's got LaPointe's got 20. Jeff Nelson got 22. Eric, everything is looking good. Zardoff's got 24. Hey, Zardoff, thank you. 33. Steve. Okay, we got Eagle. Steve's got 22. Let me make sure that nobody's got 2 more. 20, 22. Jeff Nelson, 22. Okay, he's got that. Eagle Steve, Jeff Nelson, you got to pick a new number. Eagle Steve, Jeff Nelson already picked that. Snakebite got 27. Tom Larson, 26. Wendy got 23. Eagle Steve's 35 now. Okay, that's good. Lucky Star's 33. I'm 19. Robert? Okay. All right, you're 19. Okay, let's go back up. Yeah, Stephanie's got 19. So, Robert, you need to pick a different number, Robert. Tony Erickson, Super Stardust. Eagle Steve, there we go, 33. Eagle Tony, you need to pick a different number. Let me get up here. Where is Tony's at? Good Lord, it's hard to keep up with it today. I should have picked it out. Robert Kim got 7. Okay, thank you, Robert. And long live coins. Okay. All right, let's get this thing stopped. All right, so here we go. All right, Tom Larson got 16. Okay, I think I think you got that one, Tom. One is people standing outside a bank on a bank run. No bank teller is going to get to report to work as police have been defunded. Yeah, that's right. Oh, that's right. That's for sure there, Truthful Troll. All right, let's see here. All right. What number we got there, Mr. Nickel?
Goat six number 13.
13. All right, let's go back up in there. I saw 13, so let's go back up in here. Let's see who's got 13. Stephanie had 19. Okay. Dean had 11. Let's see here. I know I saw a 13 in here somewhere. I can't believe 13 wasn't picked. Let me go back up there and look again. I could have swore it was picked.
The reason it wasn't is because Ghost Sick wasn't here.
Oh, Lord. Because I know she always picks 13. Stephanie, let's go back through here. Let's see who's the closest. DNR got 11. Okay. DNR's got 11. Tony Erickson got 16. So that's 3 away. I could have swore I saw 13 up there, but I didn't. I guess not. Stephanie got 19. I have to say that Mr. Tony, he picked 16. And so
Dean, I think Dean picked 11.
Oh, that's 2 away. Yes, that's 2 away. Yep, I think Dean is. Yep, you're right. Dean got 11. And I was thinking 16 was closer, but it's not. So Dean's got 11. That is 2 away. Nope. I don't see anybody closer. Did Dean get 12 or 10? Okay, it's Dean. Dean it is. Okay. Dean for the win. Dean, here's my email.
And 11 is more points, I think, than Dallas got today.
I got to look that up. There's my email, Dean. Be sure and email me your address. You see, yeah, Dean got 11. Yeah, I see 11 too, Lucky Star. That's who I think is you. Tony Erickson says you suck, Dean. Oh Lord. Let's see here. Let's go up here, and I'm gonna read a little bit more off this thing here, and we got about 10 more minutes before we shut this thing down. But this American Banker, this link that I'm gonna put out here, has got a lot of numbers for Barbara. Barbara, yes, it is rigged, Barbara. Yes, and I want Barbara to make sure that you go through all my links and you can see what banks have closed and which ones are being closed, and that will help you figure out what you want to figure out. Yeah. So hey, Count Derpula, thank you for coming. I was hoping I'd have with Sal not being there, I'd get more people from him, but I'll send it again. Okay, Dean. Thank you. I don't keep them. I just dump them, and so we'll do that. Barbara Carbone. Okay, Rocky. Only seems to be out west. Well, kind of, sort of, but maybe not. The article is from Great Britain, and there's some other articles, and so I think you'll find that they're going to be shutting down branches all over the place, and I think that even the blue states over in the East Coast are going to get it. You get a cheapskate salivate to give some away too. Yeah, there you go. There you go. He, Steve, he did a giveaway one night, and he gave away, I think he gave away 6 1-ounce coins. I think they were ASEs, and he gave them away to 6 people one night. And there was so many people there that night. And so it's
What do you think? What do you think about that? What do you think about that Trump silver coin that he's doing?
Do what?
The Trump coin. You heard it's $100.
I thought that was pretty cool. I thought it was pretty cool.
Should we get one? Should we get you give Barbara one for Christmas, and I give Lucky Star one for Christmas?
Oh God! You know what?
Yeah,
That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad, Barbara.
Yeah.
Stephanie says I'd like a Trump coin, so I guess we got to give Stephanie a Trump coin too.
They're gonna melt it.
Yeah, Barbara says she'd love to have a Trump coin. Oh Lord.
Well, I'll wait to the secondary market. I'm not going to pay $100 for one. It is 1 ounce.
Is that what he wants for? Is $100?
Yeah, I'm assuming he gets half, and the company made it's in Indiana here, in Winchester,
right?
Indiana.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you know it's high quality. If it's Indiana, I know that. But then I asked Sal, I said, when they're going to do the Caitlin Clark Rookie of the Year coin? I'll be more likely to buy that. I'd be more likely to buy that if it's limited than Trump.
Well, yeah, Barbara's just down for joy. She can't wait to get her Trump coin.
I'm telling you, they'll do a live and they'll melt it. They'll have fun melting it. That's what they'll love. Yeah. But Sal said, "Oh, that's a good looking coin of him or something, of him being good looking." I go, I don't know. I bet they got to go. He said when he was younger. I said, I think he's going to have to go back a lot younger than that.
Oh Lord. So yeah, the last bit of word that I'm going to say here is Bank of America and Chase closed 55 branches in the last 2 weeks. So if you bank at Bank of America and Chase, you may be affected by that. So they're going to close more too. And they're going to close down another 50 in the next 2 weeks. So think about that. They're going to close down 100 branches in the next 2 weeks. So, and those are supposed to be the big banks. So it's not good. So, and like I said, I will definitely put links to all this stuff in there. So, and let's see here. Make sure I'm going.
Yeah, they talk about Hyena making a silver coin. I said if that was the case, it'll be German silver. It won't be real.
Hey, Dean, I got your email. Thank you, sir. I'll get that out to you next week, and hopefully the mail gets the rest of them out. I sent out 3 others last week, so they're on their way. So it's Trump is Genesis 11:4. Wow.
Who said that? Who said that?
Steve LaPointe.
Oh,
so
okay.
what is Genesis 11:4? I got to look that up.
Yeah, you better because I sure can't tell you. I can't quote specifically certain John 3:16, but I can't do the others much.
Let's see here. Let's see what Google says. I can the in the Bible, Genesis 11:4 states, that's right, 11:4, correct? Yeah, 11:4. Then they said, "Come, let us build ourselves a city and a tower with its top in the heavens, and let us make a name for ourselves, lest we be scattered over the face of the whole earth." Huh? Is that? I'll have to read a little bit more about it. Is that where
Trump Towers?
that,
Is that Trump Towers?
Trump Tower? Yeah, I think that's what they're talking about, the Tower of Babylon,
Yeah.
or Babel. Is it Babel? I think it was a.
Babel, and that's when I think they had all the different languages then got created.
Yep, exactly. So that's what I'm thinking. That's what that's about, but I could be wrong. I have to read a little bit more about it. So it's just I'll have to get my Bible out and read some more on that tonight. That's interesting. Thank you for the scripture there, and we'll definitely look at that. Careful, they might ban you from reading the. Yeah, they might, Eagle Steve. That's for sure. They might. Six Lucky Star says 666 on his forehead under his hair. Oh God. Clear Lake says I am right. That's what they're talking about. So I couldn't remember for sure, but it's Barbara, do you own a Bible, Barbara? Thank you. You're welcome, Tony. You're welcome. You're welcome. And let's see here. Okay. I'm sitting here trying to think of what else. So, Rocky, you heard there's going to be 2 moons, possibly, and 2 moons till November. I did not know that. What do we? Why is there 2 moons? I need to know more about this. I've been working so damn much. Jeff says something about the donkey. He's talking about donkeys, and Tony, are y'all liking donkeys? If the banks collapse, do the whole system collapse? And what does life look like in the detail? Truthful Troll, I think if the banks collapse, I think what we're going to have is you need to have some cash to get by with. Definitely need to have cash at home, and they'll have some kind of monetary system come up if our banks collapse. Now, it's if you think back when in 29 when all the banks crashed, they still had money, but it was really not in your hand. You couldn't do much with it, and there was, the main thing is about food, and that's why all the jobs were gone and everything like that, because there wasn't much money in the circulation. It just kind of disappeared. So
now they never explained to me why they had that period where they couldn't get no change, and you couldn't get change. So
yeah,
that still mind boggles me.
Yeah,
I just find that hard to believe.
And so I highly recommend, I know what I do and what I think is going to be to have constitutional silver and cash on hand, or even any type of small silver like ASEs. And if we do have a bank collapse like that, because it's going to take a while for them to get all this stuff. Well, I don't think, Barbara, we're not hearing about it, but the banks, you're talking about a whole banking system. I don't think we're going to see a whole banking system collapse. I think you're going to see certain banks collapse. There
would have been a bunch.
Yes,
if they weren't bailed out. But we don't see all that, and they don't announce it. But
exactly.
Behind the scenes, a lot of activity behind the scenes. We would have had probably 500.
Yes,
go down this year, but because of the dealings in between, one taking over and this one doing that, and bailing out, giving them money and stuff like that. That's what's caused them to hold up.
Yep. And you want stuff that you can barter with. Always remember something that you have that you can barter with, uh, and so you can actually
Ammo, good barter. A lot of
oh,
people
this
don't believe in that, but if you do
I'm
it
gonna
safely,
yeah
ammo's a good
yeah.
barter.
Well, Beto, that's good that you pay with cash because that's exactly what I do, and people do look at you kind of funny when you pay with cash because they don't know what to do. I pulled 100 out the other day to break it, and I thought they were gonna. They said, "Oh, we can't do that. We don't have enough cash to do that." And so, you need to have smaller bills. Have 20s and 10s and fives and ones. A good because not everybody able is going to have 100 to trade. So I mean, I like hundreds, but you may have a problem trying to get change for them. You may have to pay way too much for something if you have to have it.
That's the
So
same way. That's the same way with metals. If the ones are just in gold, I go, what are they gonna do for barter if all they have is gold? Because the people that they barter with ain't gonna be able to break that gold coin.
exactly,
So
exactly,
so if all they got is a 1/10 gold eagle, then that loaf of bread is going to cost you a 1/10 eagle. I would,
exactly.
that's why it's good to have dimes and even war nickels. War nickels is not bad.
Yeah. Tony says a lady wrote a check in front of him yesterday, and yeah, I agree with you, Truthful Troll. And Truthful Troll saying that a false flag will happen to blame the bank collapse, and I agree with you 100%. Because they got to do something, pinning on something. They can't really say that the banking system is close to collapsing. Now, I tell you what, they lower it again another 0.5% in November. We're going to see inflation like you've never seen before. It's already going to get bad, and and you watch gold and silver will take off again. So
Well,
uh,
let me ask you this. Let's say Rasmussen and a few other polls have Trump up 11 going into election week. Do you think we'll have an election?
well, it depends on our surroundings as far as is there a way that they can declare martial law so they can stop it? It just depends on what's going on. If they declare war on Russia or something like that to try and stop it, they may try and do that, or something
That
like that.
that's what I'm concerned about.
Yeah, and so that's what I'm thinking that they may try and do it. So we don't even have an election. Now, can you imagine just before the election, like November 3rd, that all Antifa and Black Lives Matter, all these people start riding across the United States, and then they said, "Well, we got to call martial law to stop this, and we're not going to have a vote. We're not going to do our vote."
I think that could happen.
See, that's what I think is going to happen more than what than a war or anything like that. I think they're going to have war on the American people of Antifa. Now, just like today, did anybody hear about the shooting in Alabama? 4
Yeah.
people were,
Yeah.
I think you're going to see a lot more of that start going. Yes, Barbara, that's what I think is going to happen. And so you better start carrying a gun with you to the grocery store, Barbara. It for protection,
All she has to do is go hiss at them, and they'll run.
Yeah, I do think that we are. I think we're really close to something like that happening, because they know Trump is going to win, but they got to stop the election. There won't be election. There won't be election. Just what? Well, Stephanie, I've been thinking that, and so hey, America, thank you for coming. Now, do I want to trade a gallon of gas to run your generator for an ounce of gold? I'll keep that gallon of gas. Desperate time. Yes. If I don't have any more gas, they're not going to get that gas from me at all, America. I agree with you. So it just depends on what maybe 2 ounces ago, maybe. So it just depends on how bad things are and what you need. Pepper spray, yes, pepper spray. I kind of like Steve and Eagle Steve, and he's the point in there's a couple more in here. Truthful Tro. I like rock salt and shotgun shells, and that is a riot getter that will spread them out like a wildfire.
But that
And it doesn't.
and what Lucky Star brought up, what she say? Let me see. Where did she say that? Oh, loses to a chick. Well, see, that's just it. Wait. This is just the thing. Is America really ready for a woman president? I'm just saying, I think it goes against them. I think that in itself, if the two candidates were even, you would give it to the male. And I'm not saying yay or nay. I think there's women that could be president. I'm just saying, I don't know if the country, when you really get through it, really weigh that issue. I don't know if the country's ready for a female president yet. I just don't know. VP, yeah. President, I don't know.
Yeah, that's for sure. All right. Well, it's 8 minutes past 6 o'clock. We had our drawing, and next week, I've been working on this one here for 2 weeks now, and I'm going to do and hopefully everybody comes. We're going to do some stuff on our food and what is going on with the Food and Drug Administration. And I got a lot of notes have been taken, and FDA and stuff like that. This is going to be a really good one, and it's very important that you be there so I can give you some information at the FDA and stuff like that, and I'll give you links. Vote no on 118, okay? I don't know what 118 is. I'll have to check that out.
I just did a video yesterday. I ate 15-year-old food, storage food. I ate it yesterday. I did a video. I cooked it on video and ate it.
Thank you, Tony, and everybody, and thank you everybody for coming. And we're going to have, you know what? I'd like to see that. I'll have to make sure I go see that, because this one here is good night, everybody, and thank you for coming. And we'll have to get Zardoff. Thank you for coming, and Robert Camp, thank you. And buried food, yeah. The Filipinos like buried eggs. They like those 100-year eggs.
It's cheese. It was cheesy casserole. That's why
okay.
I made. And it wasn't too bad. It wasn't as good as I already ate the potato soup. I'm a big potato soup fan, and I can tell you the potato soup was excellent. I ate that back before my dad died,
and that was 15 years ago.
Well, no, that was I think that was a couple of years after I got the storage food, 25 years food.
Right,
and
right.
Then there was 2 loose ones. I guess they gave them to me as samples, and I ate the potato soup, and then I waited to now, which was like 13 to 15 years. I've had it, and I ate it, and it wasn't bad. I've had worse, so it wasn't bad.
That's good. That's good. Well, I'm going to say good night. Say good night, everybody, Nickel and Truthful Tro. I'll do that. I'll look it up. And so we're going to end it up, and good night, and thank you for coming. Like I said, next week is going to be on food. So canning is great. Yes, Barbara, I agree. Canning is great. See, good night, everybody. And thank you for coming and in the stream. So
we are out.
We are out. Come on there.